We are we are live on OmniBros Live. That's right. We're on time, so everybody owes me $100. Chris Fabian or Rose Ray Retro Rebel, you spuds. You thought we'd be late? What do you mean, man? Our track record is not that good. It's not.
It's impeccable. What are you saying?
We have the Omnibus Collector with us tonight, who's building his Kalax.
What up?
Which is always a great thing. I love building IKEA shelves. Second only to buying my books at instocktrades.com, where you can still get your collected editions up to 50% off. I just checked, and there's some books there on the first page that are 55% off. So at the end of every month, we give away a $50 gift card courtesy of instocktrades.com, which goes out to a lucky viewer like you.
Or you.
$50 or not Riley. Over $50 or more in an order, free shipping in the United States. It's a big deal with some of them big Omnis that are coming out. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's instocktrades.com. Where's your mouth harp?
It's in my office, I think. Or maybe it's in my bedroom. I don't remember.
And Lou will be joining you soon. It doesn't count if he's late.
What did you title this this video?
Viewers choose the topic.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure if you went with like my topic of the life and times of Jess McBragg.
We can do that if you want. You guys had some funny stuff that you were talking about in the OmniBros chat. So you went back to Facebook today, and you are already regretting it?
It's a headache, man. Like, when did I leave Facebook? When was that? What do you remember?
July. I feel like it was April or March.
So it's been a decent amount of, like, definitely longer than I planned.
At least 4 months, I would say.
And it just, the negativity, man. Like, one of the first topics at hand, I don't know if you got to see that Omar was able to announce that we're finally getting that Jason Aaron Thor omnibus that everyone wanted. And
I was on a show today with Omar where he was talking about the covers.
Yes,
that omnibus.
And that was the object of people's dissatisfaction and what people were complaining about. And it was like, I woke up this morning and I was like, yeah, let's see what the Facebook's doing today. And it's just people like, can't believe that they didn't use either Assad Ribic or the, what's his name, Dowderman artwork.
Yeah, there's now two. Apparently Marvel listened because Omar showed a Dowderman, a really beautiful piece from Dowderman, and a beautiful piece from Assad Ribic. Both. So those are now choices. Hey, Lou.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Good, man.
Mr. Tex, I'm sorry that. Thank you for saying hello to Jess, but Gabe's not here tonight. You can choose from Jess and Riley and Lou. Gabe's not one of them.
I mean, Gabe and I look so much like each other, so it's fine.
So, did you go onto the group that has your name on it, Riley?
Yeah.
And that's what everybody was complaining about?
Yeah, that was the topic. That was the topic. And I was just like, y'all are some full-grown adults here. You're going to buy the book. Shut up. So it was just before Omar was able to reveal that they're gonna put out different covers for the Jason Aaron Thor omnibus. It was people were upset because the covers were not going to be either by Asad Ribic or Russell Dowderman.
No, who's doing the covers?
Well, Omar announced today that Dowderman and Ribic are doing covers now.
But it was Arthur Adams and another one.
Yeah, there's going to be 3 covers for that Thor Omni.
Which I get, because they're not, Arthur Adams is not really representative of what was inside the book. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm still getting that book. It doesn't change the contents.
Right.
And I no longer have the oversized hardcovers because I had anticipated it happening, because it's such a obvious choice for something to happen. There is also some conjecture about the fact that it's only going to be a 2-volume set, not a 3-volume set, making it a little too chunky for some people, which that I understand a little bit more. Also because the narrative breaks would work better with 3 volumes, in my opinion. It kind of works as a 3-act story. And then the other complaint that I understand is people annoyed that the 10th Realm miniseries is not included. But if we wind enough to get a change on the covers, we should be able to wind enough to get another 4-issue miniseries included in there, no problem.
I think, well, I'm sticking with the hardcovers, and I just bought the trades that went with it. So I think I bought 10th Realm for $5 off of eBay or something, and I already have the Secret Wars Thors.
Yeah, and that's something that's being included that was not oversized prior, was Thor's.
Right. I have King Thor, Thor Road to War of the Realms, The Unworthy Thor, and Original Sin, Thor and Loki, the 10th Realm. I have those trades and all the hardcovers, so I'm going to stick with that. And I mean it.
Hey, so who's Black Widow is coming out?
Yeah.
Finally.
I'm going to see it Friday.
That's tomorrow. That drops on Disney Plus, right?
Is it on D Plus or is it only in theaters?
No, it's on Disney Plus, but you got to pay $30 to see it.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to the theater to see it, my wife and I, on Saturday.
I'm just gonna do the Disney Plus thing tomorrow. It's easy for us.
Right. I'm going to go with my movie buddy next week from tomorrow to see it.
Well,
you want to see my chair? Here. It's got the bat symbol.
Well, I know it's beneficial for you, Luke, because y'all got, what, 2 kids over there?
One?
Well, still definitely more beneficial.
Oh, absolutely.
You'll save money at $30.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll make a pizza here or something like that, and that's we're good to go.
Yeah, for us, since it's just the 2 of us, we're probably going to spend about the same amount either way.
Mm-hmm. Take a breather. Yeah, for stuff like that, I don't mind paying the $30 because I don't know, I find it to be worth it. We did the same thing with Cruella, and we really enjoyed Cruella. We thought it was really good.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten to see that.
You would love it, Jess. I think you would really love it. It's a period piece. It's set in the 70s, the 60s and 70s during the punk era.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I like Emma Stone. A big fan of Emma Stone.
She's great. She's great in it. I really enjoyed Cruella.
Good. Okay, I'll watch that. I believe the next Disney Plus movie I'm going to see is John Carter from Mars, because Monday's show, everybody told me who Deja Thoris was in it, and she was snaking.
I remember that, yeah.
So
yeah. Oh yeah, you were with me Monday. So I'll be
who plays Deja Thoris in there?
Do you remember the actress's name, Lou?
I don't know.
Chat, I don't feel like going to the internet. Who plays Deja Thoris and John Carter? She was amazing. No, Fast and Furious. I am not finishing that. I'm not even starting that for a while.
That's a big screaming fingers.
He's got screaming fingers.
You know what? I was not very satisfied with that new Fast and Furious.
I haven't seen it. I'm waiting on this one. This is the first one I'm not going to catch in theaters.
Lynn Collins is her name. Thank you, Mr. Tex.
I'm not familiar.
Thank you, Johnny. You will be familiar if you watched John Carter.
Is it?
Was a good Deja Thoris.
So without having seen it, is it me or does this Black Widow seem like it's maybe 1 or 2 phases too late? Like this feels like this should have been fit in the first phase.
I guess it just depends on where the story takes us. But as far as like giving the character a movie herself, yeah.
This feels like this should have been done a while ago.
Because she's already dead.
Yeah, the character's already dead, and I don't know. I feel like this should have been done maybe during phase 1 or phase 2.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been optimal during the second phase.
This toy is so gross.
What's gross?
What's gross, sweetie?
This toy.
Oh, my dog's toy.
Oh.
Sazmer, I can't remember the actress, only remember the sideshow statue. Yeah, that Deja Thoris sideshow statue was... I don't even have words for how awesome it was.
Awooga.
Awooga, yeah. If I actually got that, I don't know that I could display it. It would have to be up on the top of the Kallax in back with Power Girl and Emma Frost in front of her so my wife couldn't see it. Because that statue, as beautiful as it is, there's nothing a wife would accept in that statue. Nothing about it. He would not say, "Oh, that's a superhero," or that's a piece of art. She would say, "You are a pervert. You are an obscenity in this house."
So you couldn't make it work. No matter what you do, you can't make that one work.
It would have to be. There'd be no point in my getting it because I couldn't display it and enjoy it. I mean, it was. It's so revealing that it would have to be hidden. I'd have to put a cloth over it.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. Let me find it real quick.
What does the chat want us to cover in tonight's show? What's the spur of the moment topic that we're going to be indulging in?
Sideshow. Just a sec. Let me find Deja Thoris.
Man, I'm making good time on this shelf. I'm just going to put that out there.
You have like 8 of them. You've done this so many times. You got to know it by heart at this point.
This is only my second Kallax or whatever. I've only built one of these, but as far as Billies go, yeah, I have like 17 Billies or 16.
What I know who Deja Thoris is. Do you mean it was impossible that I didn't know who it was in the movie? I didn't know that Lynn. I don't know who Lynn Collins is. I'm terrible on modern actors and actresses. I am terrible. I seem so clean cut.
Inconceivable.
Jess, you would need a secret compartment in your room, then set up an alarm. Right. Mr. Tex, no, I'm sorry. I won't be I won't be getting you gotta find the Lisner covers of the series. I have all the books. They're on the other side of this desk. It was the topic tonight was viewers pick the topic.
Always fun.
So if a viewer wants to come up with a topic, we'll talk about it. Otherwise, it can just be a tangent for an hour. We're good at that too. We already talked about IST, the promo for IST.
I got one.
What's your
So which obscure character you hope gets their own MCU movie?
show?
A show or movie?
Forbush Man.
Ooh, good choice.
Is he the guy with the pot on his head?
Yeah, and he's wearing like red
Johns?
pajamas.
Isn't that Herbie Popnicker?
There was a
But still,
I don't know if y'all read it, but back like when Steve Rogers came back after Captain America Reborn and stuff like that, there was the Who Will Wield the Shield, but then there was also another one shot called Who Won't Wield the Shield, and it had a bunch of short stories of like characters that will not become Captain America. It was all like, who's going to be Cap? Is it Steve or is it Bucky? But it was Who Won't Wield the Shield, and there was like a Deadpool short in there, but then there was also a short with Forbush Man, and I think like I feel like in part of it he grabbed the shield, and like there was a version of Forbush Man in there that was really like muscular and stuff. That was not my first exposure to Forbush Man, but it was the first story of Forbush Man that I ever actually read.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he goes back to my time.
I feel like it would. I think he was in an early issue of Not Brand Ech.
Yeah,
when he first appeared.
Yeah, that's where he's famous for those issues.
Not Brand Ech.
Yeah. This is a good one man thing for an MCU show. I dig that.
Man thing would be interesting.
All the jokes across the internet.
Well, let's see. I personally would love to see an Emma Frost and Stepford Cuckoo TV show. 7 episodes, and just get a smoking hot Emma who can read minds and turn into Diamond and all that.
I like that. That's a good choice, man. That's a very good choice.
Thank you. You think you could follow it up?
A dupe, of course.
Oh, what are you following it up with?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Dupe, man! I want a Dupe miniseries. I mean, they could do it. They could do it in the way of how they're doing the MODOK stuff, and I think that'd be pretty fun.
I agree with that. That would be fun.
All right, here's one. Spider clones. Basically, we do like kind of the Spider-Man clone saga in one of the movies where it would happen kind of like in the original Clone Saga, where it was something that happened and then it got set aside, and then like 20 years later, all of a sudden they're like, there are still clones out here, except it would be like it happens, and then a few years later at one of those like Disney event things, they announce like Clone Saga TV series, and you're like, wait, what? And it's going to be like 2 or 3 different spider clones. Basically, like we get the Ben Reilly saga, we get Kane Parker and stuff like that. But they wouldn't likely be played by Tom Holland. It would likely be other somewhat similarly looking people.
Well, you're breaking.
And this could also work as a way, like if it winds up getting to the point where Tom Holland, they decide, he's been Spider-Man for too long, you can integrate where like Ben Reilly becomes Spider-Man, you have some other kid, because maybe that version is like supposed to be the same age as when he was cloned off of him. I don't know. Like if they keep insisting on not having an adult Peter Parker.
What if we had a Valeria and Dr. Doom cartoon show?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Well,
that dynamic was probably one of my favorite things about Hickman's run. I love that whole dynamic.
Uncle Doom. What are you up to, Uncle Doom? She always knows he's up to something.
X Factor Investigations.
X Factor? That's interesting.
X Factor Investigations.
I'd be into that. I haven't read the book, but I've seen enough of the characters to know they're interesting.
Let's say like the way that the X-Men are brought into the MCU is in a way that does deal with like multiversal bullshit or time travel bullshit. And so X Factor Investigations would basically be a team of mutants who are trying to help displaced mutants who are really just like, WTF, like what just happened? What do I do? Where am I? Like, not so much an investigations team, but like it could lead into them solving mysteries of like, you know, whatever happened to so and so, like came through the portal, but their child and wife did not. Where are they?
Ecstatics is a good choice, Mr. Awesome.
Yeah. By Mr. Awesome, Ecstatics.
That could be their Doom Patrol, where they just do weird shit with Ecstatics.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, this is a good idea. I love Next Wave Agents of Hate. That would be a great show.
You know, I think I told you this before, but you know that originally Princess Diana was supposed to be on the Ecstatics team?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How?
They did a cover for it and everything. But they had to, at the last minute, they had to change the cover, and they couldn't do Princess Diana.
Is that because she died or they lost their nerve?
I think it was more they lost their nerve.
Princess Diana? That's so ballsy.
You could find the cover online of what they were going to originally do. I'm pretty sure it's online.
Okay, this is Ecstatics?
Yeah.
That's funny. Let me show you Deja Thoris because share screen, Chrome tab, Deja Thoris, share.
Oh.
Wow, yeah, you can't own that.
Oh.
It's only $550, Jess.
Well, that's not, I mean, let me get to her and show you.
That's not the problem.
Let me show you more of what's going on here. This is like nothing. That's completely no problem compared to. We're getting there.
That makes Slave Leia look like she has a one piece.
Yeah, it's that kind of angle that I don't think would sell here. This looks like a real person. It's such a good. There we go. She's got a gun with her.
Like, well, the statue of David is art, right? Well,
yeah, this is just celebrating the female form.
It's Michelangelo. It's based off of his design.
These are from Michelangelo's designs. This does look like a real woman. This is so crazy.
Pete has the best recommendation. I love that.
Oh dear, Taylor Brown. My wife is very impressed with his statue, Jess. I'm just showing it as why I couldn't own it.
Instead, just keep a picture of it as your background on your phone.
That's a good idea. I should make it a background for the channel.
Ow. I just sat on my hammer's little crowbar thingy. I really hope I didn't do anything wrong while assembling this. Because I'm in like the last stages, and that's always what happens. I get too full of myself, and then I get to the last part, and I'm like, damn it.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Yeah.
I am pro-woman after all, Cleveland Brown. You're right. Cleveland Brown's been the biggest proponent of my getting that statue.
Just keep the return slip. That's all I'm saying. If you do end up getting it, just keep that return slip.
I don't see that happening.
Mm-mm.
It is an admirable piece of work.
Wait, Riley, that doesn't go like that.
I checked. The little double hole thing has to be on the same side as that little double hole thing.
Okay.
I checked.
English instructions ruined. Must use the backside. Le Grill. What the hell is that? I love The Simpsons.
You know, I got my first Simpsons T-shirt the other day. So now I can hate and love The Simpsons all the time.
Let's see. I googled Deja Thoris Lisner. I don't know if this is the right one, though. That's a pretty remarkable cover if it is, but there's like a bunch of different Deja Thoris covers. Lisner is an excellent illustrator. Linsner or is Lisner? Which is it? Maybe I misspelled it.
More like Lid's nerd.
Take it easy. Maybe it's Linzer. This Deja Thoris. Linsner. No, not two N's there. It's the same thing.
Hey, $5 super chat from the Hondalorian. I like that name.
The Hondalorian. Thank you. Good evening, Omni Dogs and Omni Kittens. Biggest regrets? Something missed buying or sold prematurely? That's a good question.
Oh, wow. That is good.
That's a really good question.
I have a good answer for this right now because I've only talked about this in like chats and stuff that I'm embarking on this project, but I'm trying to collect. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Jess. I'm trying to collect every series under the Shonen Jump banner that was published in English. And I sold probably a good 100 to 150 books back when I got married. And out of those books were included 2 series that are now pretty hard to find. And so that is a big regret because it's not that I didn't enjoy the series. It's that they both got discontinued early in English and I got frustrated. So I sold them. But now I'm trying to collect everything and I can't have everything if I don't have those.
Oh.
And it's a sad, sad day.
What about you, Lou?
Biggest regret. Oh, that's easy. Buying Jimmy Corrigan. Biggest fucking regret. Having to read Jimmy Corrigan. Even bigger regret. Yeah. So that's honestly my biggest regret because I bought into the hype of everybody going, "Oh my God, this is high-minded art. It's brilliant. It's amazing." And I'm like, this is boring as hell. I don't get it. This guy's life is sad. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, that's a good. You do bring up a good point. You haven't liked him at all. He's been at Eve for a number of years.
Oh, me and him are going to scrap if I ever see him at a con.
I'm coming for you, Chris Ware.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. I'm kind of scared of him because he looks like the undead. He looks and he's kind of lanky, so lanky guys can usually can throw down pretty well. So.
My biggest regret, maybe Van Omnibus 2.
You and that Van Omnibus.
No, my biggest regret, it cost me my computer. So I'm going to say showing off Little Nemo and then knocking my Coke onto my computer. That was like $1,000 mistake.
Jesus.
Even though it made for everybody's favorite moment on the show when I said effing Nemo, I do regret that. That was 2 laptops ago now. But
what happened to your previous laptop then?
Sorry?
What happened to the previous laptop, the one post Nemo?
It developed multiple problems.
Looking too many Deja Thoris?
It wouldn't. The charger stopped working. The keypad, the keyboard keys were all messed up. I couldn't type on it, and then it ended up I couldn't charge it. So a bunch of things went wrong. But they gave me $700 for trading it in. So my new laptop cost me like $400. So it was okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
So maybe that's not. So yeah, but I'd probably still have the other laptop just fine. The one that I dumped Coke all over.
I got one. The Bane Omnibus volume. I didn't sleep much at all, so I'm kind of out of it, guys. The Bane Omnibus Nightfall Volume 2. Nightfall Volume 2.
Buying it or passing up on it?
Buying it. Buying it. Yeah, no, I liked the first Nightfall stuff. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. Everything involving Bruce Wayne, and then you get into the second volume of that, and it's just like, oh, this is not that good. This is really not that good.
It's as I recall it, huh?
It's pretty bad.
I still don't know if it was a good idea for me to buy New Warriors Omnibus Volume 1.
Send it to me.
You don't have it?
No, I've been strictly budgeting, and I haven't had it in my budget yet.
Says the man that is building a new shelf to fit more books in.
Who wants to buy every Shonen Jump manga?
Yeah, that's what I've been strictly budgeting for.
That's a pretty big regret, Retro Rebel. Oh my god, I'd cry.
What is it?
What is it? What do you cry?
He said, my biggest regret, I was swinging my belt around in a circle, and it hit my 4K TV, and I cracked the screen.
Yeah, I saw that. Wait. That was Retro Rebel. Oof. Why were you swinging your belt around in a circle? Something missed. I haven't missed much buying as far as that goes. Now I regret selling certain CGC books that like doubled in a month last year. But I don't know. I'm looking around. I would totally regret my life if I bought that statue of Deja Thoris. I'll tell you that. Oh, I sort of regret buying the Hellboy in Hell San Diego Comic-Con editions.
Oh, wow.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have been patient and just waited for them. I paid overprice because I thought it was cool that they were San Diego Comic-Con editions. I didn't know that Hellboy in Hell would come out as its own book. Yeah, no, I do regret that. I spent too much money on those. I got sucked in by the San Diego Comic-Con limited edition type of hype.
Mm-hmm.
I regret that. I really regret that.
The Collector's got a good one.
This one? Oh. That's not real, is it? Did you really do that to Collector?
You want to know? It's funny because I kind of relate to him because last year when GameStop stock was like for $1. I mentioned it in the chat, and Jess, you're like, don't buy it. It's horrible. This thing's going to get delisted. I so regret not buying that stock for $1 now and holding on to it.
Is that
oh my God.
That the one that Reddit group ramped up to $600 or something?
Yes.
And they did it with AMC as well, I believe.
Yeah.
They didn't get that far with AMC because it was a whole big mess during that whole thing with Robinhood and everything. But I oh my goodness, I so regret not picking up that stock.
There was a giant short squeeze on that. Yeah, it popped up.
Yeah.
Oh, like within a week, it went from $1 to 600.
Oh my God.
Well, you shouldn't take any advice from a comic book collector.
In fairness, who really saw it? Nobody would see that coming.
No, I guess just those guys in the Reddit group that coordinated their attack, which I don't disagree with. I think short sellers have to play by the rules of the game too. And if they want to gang up on a stock to beat it down, if somebody gangs up on them to drive it up, that's part of they didn't break any laws.
No, they didn't.
It's part of the deal.
Just sucks because like that kind of stuff is probably never going to be able to happen again.
Unless you're in that Reddit group.
Well, that's like because that's all it is. Like you just gotta, everyone that wants to do it has to just join them, and then you have that look inside. Unless it's like super private, but I don't really know how Reddit works. So,
God,
the collector's saying it is true. Panic sell. That must be when everything was really crumbling in March and April. I remember that last year. Yeah. Oh, well, you're young enough. You can get it back. Oh, what was that? My biggest regret is listening to. I thought I didn't know who this was at first because it says Super Squad G.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. I am Super Squad G, where the G stands for good Lord, it's hot outside tonight.
Do you have AC in your place? Because I know some older buildings in Puerto Rico don't have AC in the house.
Man, you're making it sound like it's a third world country. Jesus. Of course.
Well, wait. My grandfather's house still has no AC.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but there's AC. It's just very humid out tonight.
Oh.
Your AC's not. Is your AC making it comfortable indoors?
No, I'm joking. It's just that it's very humid outside, and I was doing something outside. Now I'm back in here, but I was just joking.
Look at that mood lighting. Nice.
Because I saw your red background. I thought, well, I'll do the red lighting then.
Right on.
I have no idea what the heck you guys are talking about, but lay it on me. What's the topic? I don't know.
We're talking about some regrets of
biggest
buys and sales.
Selling or buying. Like you bought something you didn't dig, or you sold something you wish you didn't sell.
I don't know.
I think your biggest regret is not sending me my Cameo cookies that you've owed me 3 months.
Those are
at least I sent my end of that deal.
He did.
Those are on their way. I decided to not send them right away, but the packaging is set. I'm adding some extra stuff to it. But I got your cookies.
Extra packages of Cameos? Is that what you're adding to the box?
Maybe something else that's equally scrumptious.
Oh, all right.
I'm not going to say what it is. I want you to be surprised. Little care package.
Awesome. Awesome.
Speaking of, did you watch any of the stuff I sent you, Jess?
I haven't yet, but I didn't throw it away.
Ah, you jerk. my regret is fulfilling my end of that deal.
I'm gonna watch it. It's right at the front of the queue in my animated pile. I have an animated shelf and it's right in the front.
Hey Gio, are you buying it? Or you're not?
What am I buying?
Switch OLED.
I'm thinking about it simply because my Switch is the older model. And this one has the better battery, like the revision that came out like 2 years ago, I think, or 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mostly why I want it. And I kind of play equally docked and handheld, so I would benefit from the OLED screen. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Yeah, because you're still rocking the 2016 model with the bad battery.
Yeah. Yep. I bought it a year after it was released. And since I mostly use the Switch docked, I didn't care about the battery. But lately I've been using it mobile a lot. And I'm like, man, this isn't lasting as long as I remember it. So maybe getting the new one would be a good thing. I could switch it up. Some games I would play it on that, and others on the other older one.
Yeah, it comes out the same day that the new Metroid game comes out. So I'm tempted. Yeah. I'm not probably gonna pick it up, but
Metroid. I know Gio's been waiting for that
for a long time.
Yeah.
Also, the internet went crazy with that stupid announcement, and I blame video game YouTubers with their reports and rumors and all that stuff. They hyped the hell out of this thing like it was like the 4K super fast Switch or whatever with all the trinkets, and it was none of it. It was just a cosmetic change. And I told you guys in the chat, why would you upgrade it now when we're like almost 5 years into the Switch? And you know that maybe in like 2 years there's going to be a brand new system. So why are you going to waste time updating this when you can just hold out, do a cash grab, and update the new one, the Switch 2 or whatever the hell it is, 2 years from now? I don't know. I just thought, I think the gaming community online is super toxic, and they need to chill out.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Welcome to my TED Talk, where I'm just angry at video gamers.
I mean, we're bound to get a new system in 2 years because this hardware is already long in the tooth, and it's starting to show its age pretty much. Pretty a lot.
Plus, I don't think most of the games that we have now would run super duper well on new tech. I don't know. I think newer stuff would benefit from the higher tech. I'm not an expert, so I don't know. It's fine. People need to calm down. It's just another Switch with a prettier screen. That's it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Nintendo, you suck for blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they never said anything. It was just rumors, and you bought into the hype. That's what happens time and time again when they do directs, and people they think they're going to announce 100 different new titles, and they just announce 10. Then they go crazy, and like Nintendo sucks because they don't use their IPs. I'm like, nobody guaranteed you anything in life. Just be happy with it. I don't know. I think that's why I'm not a gaming YouTuber, and I talk about it a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. The secret to anything in life is having low expectations for everything. That way, you're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
Just trying to have fun.
I'm not going to review it unless the other people on this panel review it. At 8:42.
What's it? Oh. Can you review? Is that what this is?
Yeah, you know.
I forgot that was a real thing.
Yeah.
I'm not reviewing that.
Review what now?
Dick Fight Island, which is apparently a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Molly reviewed it in the Otaku Bros chat, which God bless her. Yes, God bless her. She's reviewed some really weird stuff the last few weeks in that chat, in that group.
Yeah, the one of the guys on TikTok he made a video about it, and it blew up so much that Viz contacted him to do like sponsored work. Because, and the best part, but like funniest thing was the message they sent him was like, "Hey, we really enjoyed your video about Dick Fight Island. Would you like to do some work with us?"
Let me just address. Somebody had Super Laugh Hard regrets his last relationship.
We all do.
Yeah, you're probably right there. Let's see. Somebody was happy with something I recommended. So, good. Hey, Jess, I pulled the trigger and bought the Middle West hardcover. Can't wait to read it on my way to Virginia. I'll read it on the way. Awesome. That's going to be great. I need to send those trades to Geo because I am ordering the oversized hardcover, I think, from IST this week.
Yeah,
I think it came out this week,
out.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Hopefully it's still available.
Well, if it's not, then Geo's not getting the paperbacks.
That's true.
You can forget about your stupid paperbacks. Oh, it's still there. It's still there.
Okay, good. Are you almost done, Riley? You built that quickly.
Yeah, I one of these screws is not going in, which means I had to have done something wrong.
I warned you.
Yep, you did.
Cleveland Brown, there's a manga called Booty Royale coming out, so better get on that. Sure. I'll do a video on stuff like that. Shoot, I had it here. I forgot what the title. Innuendos in manga and anime, something like that. I don't know. And talk about Dick Fight Island, Booty Royale. There's an anime called Keijo, I think it's called like that, and it's girls fighting with their butts, and they punch each other butt to butt to like sumo wrestling to knock the other person out of the ring or something like that. It's stupid, but I found it hilarious. The content.
I think I saw that
review for informational purposes.
I think I saw that in Requiem for a Dream.
Ooh, Gabriel, I hope you're feeling better, man. That sucks.
Farhan, thank you. I'm feeling better for right now.
Same to you, Jess. I hope you feel better too. Everybody's sick today. What the hell?
I'm getting an operation in a couple weeks, and hopefully that will fix all my pain. That's what I'm hoping.
James Abel's comment.
Sorry, my bad.
No, sorry, Gio.
This one?
How do you feel about Phillips himself returning? Yeah, they're doing a one-shot, 40-page comic sequel to Long Halloween.
Oh yeah,
is that a good idea?
It's because of the animated movie, so they want to hype it up, and they're doing like a one-shot epilogue or something. I don't know. I don't think it's worth. I don't know. You were fine with what you had. Why now do you have to return to it?
Yeah, I feel like going back to things that I really like. That I feel like that's got a good reputation. People generally seem to like that story.
Yeah.
Does it need a sequel?
And a lot of the times, the fans don't read it.
Yeah.
For some reason, like. There's a popular storyline, and I'm gonna do like a what if chapter. Nobody checks it out, and it sucks. Typically, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't like Long Halloween.
Well,
I read what was the sequel? Dark Victory.
Mm-hmm.
Getting into Batman, I read that by mistake, thinking it was Long Halloween, and I really liked Dark Victory, and I was so surprised. I'm like, this is awesome. And then I read online, no, this is a sequel. You have to read Long Halloween. So I got Long Halloween. When I read it, I'm like, that's not like all my energy went into Dark Victory. So when I read Long Halloween, all the plots were already ruined because I read the sequel. I'm like, it's okay. I don't know. But Dark Victory, that's awesome. So
I need to reread the whole trilogy.
Yeah.
That means, Jesus Rivera makes a good point. That means we will be getting a new absolute edition of Long Halloween pretty soon.
The long absolute Halloween, the absolute long. I don't know. Yeah,
the longer Halloween.
The longer Halloween. Thank you.
The long dark victory to Halloween.
The absolutely long Halloween Dark Victory Haunted Night trilogy combo pack.
Comic Bun's funny. When Jess has an operation to cure all his pain, is it wrong that my first thought is basement extension? That I just kidding, Jess. I hope it all goes well. No, this is a real operation. It's to put a pain pump in me.
They're pumping pain into you now?
It's pumped medicine into me to get rid of my pain.
I mean, it makes sense. A negative and a negative equals a positive. So pain.
You think they can pump negative pain into me? And I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Plus pain.
Yep. Big damn Halloween.
Gabriel has a good question that I'm having trouble answering. I would say my favorite Deadpool omnibus is not an omnibus I own, but it is an omnibus. It is the Deadpool by Posehn and Duggan.
That's a good one.
I have an oversized hardcover, and I didn't upgrade to make it an Omni, but that's my favorite Deadpool run so far. I have a lot of Deadpool to go still, but I love that run. Posehn and Duggan's is really good.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I felt like they really had him. They really had him well characterized.
I love the those one-shot issues where he goes back in time. Like they're like back in time one-shot issues. One's like a blaxploitation one, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
James, I'm watching Black Widow in the theater, and Lou is watching it on Disney Plus.
Because I hate people.
Well, I hate people too. Don't forget. Gio, how are you going to see it? Riley's going to go see it in the theater.
I hate people first.
Disney Plus. Disney Plus. I don't
Disney
care about.
Plus.
I don't care about going to the theater.
Yeah, actually, I should have my movie buddy over and we watch it here. Why should I go to a movie theater?
Right. Get your favorite foods and snacks and drinks in your house. Nobody's bothering you, and you have a good time.
I could have some iced coffee and not worry about going to the restroom.
You don't have to go out. You don't have to pay, I don't know, gas, taxes, whatever.
$15 for us each to see it anyway.
Yeah.
I honestly wish more theaters, more movie companies just adopted the pay $30 you can watch it at home model.
Yeah, I think now that everything's opening up, I think both models can survive.
Well, I'm definitely watching Suicide Squad on HBO Max. I know that.
That's the only reason I haven't canceled that damn streaming service. I try to look for stuff to watch, but if it's older material, I feel like I've already seen it. I have no incentive to go watch it again. And there's nothing that appeals to me. Like the DC animated movies, I have them. Or the DC live action movies, I have them. I'm like, I don't need to watch them again. I'll be honest. The only reason I subscribed was because I wanted to support the Justice League cut. And while I was at it, I'm like, I guess I'll wait for Suicide Squad. And I'm still waiting. When is that damn movie coming out?
August 8th, I think is the date.
Thank you. Well, I'm dumping it after August.
Oh man, yeah, no, I totally get where you're coming from, man. I get it.
That movie looks crazy. I love that King Shark is Stallone. I love it.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone plays King Shark.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I love Polka Dot Man's in it. How can you not love a movie with Polka Dot Man? Who's Polka Dot Man? I know he's a recurring character, but I've never seen him. I can't wait to see this.
James Gunn. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. James Gunn pulled from like the ass end of the DC universe for some of these characters.
He was in Brave and the Bold, Jess. If you want to,
Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man. He's in the Brave and the Bold series in the animated show.
The animated one.
Yeah,
I love that Brave and Bold series.
I like the Music Meister.
Oh, he's awesome. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Riley, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the Space Jam sequel next week?
Did you see Big rapping?
Yeah.
It's kind of cringe. In both a good way and a bad way.
I don't think I want that.
It's on HBO Max, so you don't have to pay for it.
That's where I will watch it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, all right. Yeah, cool.
There, you can watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Probably hate it, but I'll watch it.
This is kind of Geo in a bad mood tonight. I've never seen it before.
Maybe I'm a little grumpy. I don't know.
Let's see.
By the way, can I make an announcement?
Go ahead.
Tomorrow night, like at 9 or 10, I'm not too sure yet. You'll have to find out tomorrow. I'll do a live stream on this channel because we didn't do one on Sunday, so I'll do one on Friday, and I'll talk about whatever. If you want Grumpy Geo, he'll be back. I don't know, but I'll be back. I'll be here on this channel tomorrow for close to an hour talking about whatever you guys want. Maybe I'll do some bootleg Twitch.
Have that be your topic: the return of Grumpy Geo.
Yeah, I'll do bootleg Twitch. I don't know, but that's the announcement.
Man, it's been forever since we did bootleg Twitch.
I've done 2 of them, and you weren't there.
What?
I did one by myself on a Friday, and then I did one on Sunday with Gabe. And I played Spider-Man on PS1, The Incredible Hulk for Sega Genesis, and the Death and Return of Superman for SNES. Ooh, Super Squad G, where the G stands for Grumpy. I like it. By the way, I finally found a chair, Jess.
To fight in a video game?
No. One of the gaming chairs.
Oh, you did?
Yep. I don't like the brand, but it was cheap, and I ordered it. So it should be arriving in like a week or so. So you'll see it eventually.
Here's a question for you, Geo, from Nman40.
Did you find out a Demon Slayer box set is still coming out early October? Some said their Amazon pre-orders were canceled. Also, why won't Right Stuff offer free shipping on the box set? I think it's still scheduled for October, but for the box sets, it's a high-ticket priced item, so they don't want to lose money on that by offering free shipping. They do that with statues and figures. It's dumb, but...
Should probably ask Right Stuff about that.
Is Demon Slayer still as popular as it was? Because I feel like the hype died down maybe a little bit, at least over here, right?
The movie came out and it just blew up everywhere. People are psyched for that. Yeah.
Okay. The Mugen Train?
The Mugen Train, yeah. And the season 2 trailer just dropped. They also just dropped the trailer for the video game. So yeah. It's happening. Maybe not for the manga, but for the anime, people are super excited for that.
Let's see.
Gabriel has a question at 8:57.
This one?
Yeah. What are you guys' favorite Batman Burton Schumacher movie?
Okay.
The one with
Batman?
Yeah. With the Seal song. That's Forever, right?
Oh. With Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
I still say that is not that bad of a movie.
No.
I enjoyed that movie.
I still have the cups from McDonald's, the glass cups with the Riddler on it. Still have them somewhere.
Now, if you want to break it down,
we
Batman,
played that song during our wedding.
Of course you did.
Really?
Yeah, Kiss from a Rose.
Nice.
It's a very pretty song.
Oddly romantic and wholesome.
I'm pretty sure it's
about to bash the movie, but that's really wholesome.
I'm pretty sure it's about blow.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
We can't
It's
play
about
it.
blow?
I could see that.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again.
That soundtrack was awesome. That's one of my first.
Did you know when it snows, my eyes become wide and the sun Yeah, that's the main line.
Yeah. Kiss from a rose.
Baby.
We are about to get demonetized if you keep singing.
If I keep singing this song.
Batman movie, Dark Knight, Burton movie, 89, Schumacher. I'm with you on this one forever.
I agree with all of that.
I like the Riddler. He's always been my favorite villain because of that movie. Then I went on to read the comics. I'm like, yeah, I really like the Riddler. So he's my favorite Batman villain.
Mask of the Phantasm is the best.
Ooh,
well, live action, not animated.
Yeah, live action. That's a shame though. The Riddler gets almost no play at all in the comics. Like, he pops up for a little cameo here and there, but he really, in the last few years, he hasn't. When was the last time the Riddler was in a really predominant role? The Tom King stuff, War of Jokes and Riddles.
War of Jokes and Riddles. You know what's funny is a lot of Batman villains that were prominent in the cartoons are really not that prominent in the comics.
Yeah.
Like we tend to have this this vision of who his primary rogues and stuff are. And like I remember someone asked me like to recommend stories with Scarecrow, and I was like, I can't because I can only think of like one that I have on my shelves, maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
I can recommend the game Arkham Knight because he's the main villain in it.
Well, I have like As the Crow Flies, and I think there was an arc in the New 52 Dark Knight series, and that's it. Like those are the two Scarecrow comics, aside from him just having like a one-off story here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that way with most characters, with most villains. It's like if you ask Clayface, it's the same type of thing, and then I'd be like, but there was a time that he was a hero in the James Tynion or whatever series.
Yep. Ooh,
all right, well, I finished my shelf.
So does that mean the show's over?
Yep, that's it. We're done.
Not over. You gotta lift it up.
I need to talk about InStockTrades.com, where you can get collected editions up to 55% off. That's right. I just went to the homepage, and they have things on the front page that are worth 55% off. And that's pretty amazing. And at the end of every month, we give away a $50 gift card, free courtesy of InStockTrades.com to a lucky viewer out there anywhere in the world. You just have to pay shipping. $50 or more in an order in the United States gets you free shipping, fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Nice.
Bravo.
Buddy.
Bravo.
You know, my favorite version of the Riddler isn't even in the comics. It's the not Riddler, Scarecrow. It's the concept art for the Arkham Asylum game. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I played the first Arkham Asylum game, but the next ones were too open world for me.
Check that out. I'm sharing the screen for an image.
Okay, wait. I can't get there for some reason. Just a sec. My screen.
Did you like his interpretation of Batman Begins, Gio?
Yeah, I really like that. I was so excited when I figured it out, watching it in theater. I was like, yay, Scarecrow, all right. Kind of a realistic take on it. But this is my favorite drawing of Scarecrow. I love this.
That's pretty badass.
Art for Asylum, for the first game.
Who drew it?
I have no idea. Let me check. Concept artist for Arkham Asylum video game. Come on, Google.
Google Deja Thoris while you're at it.
John Gravato.
Nice.
All his art for that game is awesome. Deja Thoris.
No, the whole first half of the show was Deja Thoris.
I have the movie on my watch list on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Deja Thoris, the movie.
Yeah, on John Carter. Definitely going to be watching. I definitely
want to see that. I feel like I want to watch it tomorrow, but my wife said we have to clean the house.
Boo. You can leave it on and clean the house.
I can't multitask like you guys can. No. I need to sit down and, especially if I'm watching it strictly for Deja Thoris, like in there cleaning the bathroom and I miss Deja Thoris. I don't think so. That's not good.
That's what the pause button's for.
Well, I'm just going to sit down and watch it and clean the house Saturday. That's
Wow.
what I'm going to tell her. Whoa, you didn't hear that, honey, did you?
Nope. You need to soundproof that basement.
Well, it's the ceiling that's not soundproof. The walls and door are soundproof, but the ceiling is not. That was the mistake.
Next, Imaginon. Yes, there are IMAX theaters in Puerto Rico. Yes.
That's how you saw Aquaman.
The last one I saw in an IMAX theater was the Inhumans pilot.
Oh dear.
Oh Jesus.
I am a fan of the Inhumans, and I sacrificed my eyeballs watching that, and I hated it because one, the show sucked. Two, a lady sitting next to me, because it's I don't know, it was like 3 p.m. She thought this was like a gossip telenovela or something, and whenever something happened, oh my gosh, what? Oh, what? Oh my gosh! Throughout the whole showing, because it's they showed like the first 2 episodes, and I'm somebody that I'm very quiet when I watch stuff, and I hate noises around me when I'm watching movies. So that's why I hate going to the movie theater, because everybody's loud. And then another person next to me, God bless. I mean, I'm not judging, but he was extra large, and he was taking up way too much room in the aisle, and I was really uncomfortable between the lady talking and this guy, like right here next to me.
A movie set in hell.
Yeah, I'm like this, and I'm like, I wish maybe the show's gonna be great, and I can ignore all this. And when I'm watching it, I'm like, no, it's not. All right, at least I like Lockjaw in the show, so that's something.
Was that one of your top 5 worst comic book related moments in your life?
Yes,
because it's one of mine, and I didn't even experience it.
I thought it was going to be a thing that would rock and it would be easy to adapt. I don't know. Then everybody's on the moon and everybody's human. There's no aliens, and the only weird people just have like odd prosthetics, oddly placed. It's not like alien creatures. And with the Inhumans, they're not supposed to be humans. They're, a step beyond, I guess, or I don't know, above.
They're inhuman.
They're inhuman, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still hopeful that Miss Marvel is going to open the doorway to a proper Inhumans adaptation.
Well, Lockjaw has to show up in that series, right? Like you can't tell that story without Lockjaw. He was such a big part of like the early issues of that.
I think maybe he'll show up if they renew it for a season 2.
Okay, that's
my hunch. Because if they introduce a giant, cute dog, I think it's gonna distract from Kamala and her journey. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he shows up by the end of it. I don't know.
Maybe they should go classic style and make it to where Lockjaw is not a dog, and he was a human.
Yeah.
That when he went through Terrigenesis, became a dog man.
I don't know. That'd be creepy.
It would be disturbing as hell. And this is the origin story of Jess the Omnidog.
Omnidog.
Well, everybody.
Yeah.
Riley's built his shelf.
I did. Look at that thing. It's nice and it's big and it's empty and it's about to be filled with all kinds of goodness.
Are you going to put manga in it or regular comics?
I'm going to move some things around, but so I don't know. We'll see. But I am going to, hold on. I'm going to hold on.
What else to hold on?
Got to hold on to your butts. We need to set up a GoFundMe so Gio can get Black Widow on Disney Plus. I hate to think of him having to go back to theater. Let's imagine how grumpy that Gio would be after that. Oh, don't worry. I'll watch Black Widow. We can talk about it next week. If we all watch it on tomorrow. Or not.
I'm watching it tomorrow.
What's the set? Oh, look at that. Trunks. Nice.
Right in the middle.
Now you need to start getting figures and statues.
Yeah, whenever I picked that up from the store, because my sister and her husband were like, for your birthday, you can pick something out at the store, and I was like, okay, cool.
Nice.
And so I picked that out, and afterwards I was like, damn it, now I'm gonna have to get more.
Yep.
And these things cost money.
You need a JoJo figure and at least another a slam dunk figure too.
Dude, they're releasing a line of figures of like the starters of Shohoku team in Slam Dunk.
Yep.
And each of them has like a part of the court along with a part of the logo, and they're each like $300. There's like 5 of them.
Fly out to Japan and buy one.
Gabrielle, I saw your question about my pain. Email me at omnidogsvault2@gmail.com and I'll tell you about it there. omnidogsvault2, Gabrielle, @gmail, and I'll tell you about it there.
Who took number 1?
I don't know, some jerk. Somebody took Omnidogs Vault, and then somebody took Omnidogs Vault 1. I got stuck with Omnidogs Vault 2.
Did you try omnidogs_vault?
For Instagram.
The Slam Dunk statue, one of them is available at Ami for $100.
For $100?
Yeah.
You have to be pooping on me right now, Gio.
Is that a lot or little?
But before we wrap up, let me share that and entice you.
Okay.
Yes,
Is that a lot or a little?
I think it's
fine. I thought it was. I had been told $300. So 100 compared to 300.
Yeah.
All of these orders are closed, so you can't get them, but you can still get this one over here. So you can see right there, 106, and it's still available to buy.
But that's not the one that connects to the other ones.
Yeah,
also,
look at the base.
No, but it's not the one that I was talking about.
Oh, because, well, I don't know.
You got my hopes up. How big is this one though?
This one is.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look at it.
It should be around here.
They came out with some nice shoes that tied into that manga too.
I don't know.
Let's see if I can find it.
Doesn't
This
say.
is supposed to connect with your trunks.
Yeah, Trunks is playing basketball with Sakuragi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chris Fabian, Team 4-Star is my preferred version of Dragon Ball. I love watching those videos. Those guys are fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Dude, look at that. You can build this, Riley.
Hold on.
The starting lineup.
The whole bit with Raycoon being a wrestler, and oh my god, I die every time I watch that.
Dude, these were cheap. $87.
Wow.
I mean, I just want to know how big they are. Like, if they're like, because if they're only like 6 inches, I wouldn't lie. I'd be a little disappointed.
Dang it. All right. Let me do some research before we go.
I'm only allowed to have 3 of those, 3 per household. They don't want you to have, but you know what? I could save up some money over the next few years because there's a life-size 6-foot statue on eBay for $5,000.
You can get my Harley life size too while you're at it.
Yep.
No, thank you.
I still say if we put a GoFundMe together, we could raise the money to get you that, Jess.
$5,000. I could build a special exhibit room for the Deja Thoris statue with a curtain I can pull up and down.
It says on Amazon about 250 millimeters.
Who measures in millimeters? 25 centimeters?
Can a European viewer translate that into inches?
I got you.
For us
15,
American
that is
Philistines.
9.8 inches
For the one that's on Ami?
for all of them. They're close to 10-inch figures.
Okay,
Statues. Whatever.
That's not bad. All right, will someone buy it for me for my birthday?
Oh yeah, your birthday was last week.
Mm-hmm.
Jess.
Gabrielle, it's not too personal, but I feel like the chat would be bored with the answer. I don't. I think the chat would be put to sleep with it. So I'll just tell you when you write me. It's okay. I don't mind telling you.
Did you guys talk about the new Aquaman and Green Arrow comic book that's coming out?
That is an odd team up.
Aquaman and Green Arrow, Deep Target, #1. Limited series of 7 issues.
By whom?
I don't know. Brandon
Probably. Oh, I was going to say probably Tom Taylor.
Thomas. And I don't know the artist, but his last name is Click something. I don't know.
I don't know the writer.
Is Tom Taylor's DC go-to guy at this point? Is that what's going on?
And Tom King? I say yes.
I would say Taylor over King.
But did you just give me something to highlight?
Yes, please. That's the comic book.
Deep Target.
That sounds like the name of a bad 90s action movie starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I am in.
Could it also star Steven Seagal?
Yes, and they team up together.
Okay, so Jean-Claude Van Damme is playing Aquaman and Steven Seagal is playing Green Arrow.
Oh my God.
Watch that.
I would be there opening night.
Who's the villain?
Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, reprising his role as Mr. Freeze.
No, Arnold wasn't a villain back then. What's his name? He played Commissioner Gordon.
Gary Oldman?
Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman in the 90s, when you got him, you got a hell of a performance. Him in The Professional.
Who's he playing?
Oh yeah, in The Professional, he was great. He was Natalie Portman, right?
Yeah, that was young Natalie Portman.
But who's he playing? What role? What villain is he?
Oh, Polka Dot Man?
Black Manta.
Condiment King.
Kite
There you
Man.
go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's the cover. That's all I got. That's the variant.
Look at that. Are you super excited?
Sure. I mean, it's an odd team up, but yeah, I'll check it out.
I'll wait for tomorrow and ask Happy Geo.
Are you excited for Deep Target? Oh yeah, I am.
I forgot to put these little slidey feet on my shelf. Damn it.
It's going to collapse overnight.
I know. I'm going to wake up and the whole thing's going to be on the floor. Trunks is going to be broken in half. All of my work.
Now, hold
I've
on.
never mounted mine to the wall ever.
Obviously my first kill axe is not mounted because it's in the middle of the room, but all of those, everything that the light touches is mounted to the wall. Everything over here is not mounted. And I need to mount them because the difference in how good the ones that are mounted wound up looking, because they're not all like wibbly wobbly, it looks so much better.
So, Omnibus Collector, where can they find you now that you're back on Facebook and happy?
Not on Facebook, please.
Not on Facebook and not happy.
Yeah, find me on YouTube at the Omnibus Collector and on TikTok at the Omnibus Collector, where hopefully I should get. I haven't made a much stuff on that platform in the past week or so, but we're finally getting our construction done on our bathroom, so hopefully that'll change. And then I got this shelf to fill as well.
Gosh, I'm jealous. I wish I had an empty shelf to fill.
It's a good feeling, but it also I have to sit here and just kind of ponder exactly what to put on it.
That's the fun. I love that. While you're pondering, Comics Guide, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and my old archive of videos on YouTube, Comics Guide 101.
Super Squad Geo. Where can people find you?
I'm not Super
Your
Squad
mint
Geo.
condition.
I'm Fair Mint Condition, where you can find me on my channel, A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, comics, and manga. And I'm usually not as grumpy on my channel.
This was awesome having Grumpy Geo, though. I've never seen it before. You can find me, OmniDog, on OmniDog's Vault on YouTube and OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram. Please sponsor our patron. No, please patronize our sponsor. Please go to our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Please buy your books from InStockTrades.com. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Boy, that was tough.
Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us with a GoFundMe so I can get my life-size Harley. And
I
Dave
can
Danger
get-
Forest.
I'm going to
Dave
get my
Cooper.
life-size Hanamichi Sakuragi.
That guy.
Yeah.
And thank you to the chat. Thank you to the people watching afterwards. Thank you to IST. And peace and love. Peace and love. We had a blast tonight. Most of us did.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. I can't find the end broadcast. End this broadcast.